What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of JY Throws. I'm out here at a local high school because they actually did a demolition today of the old basketball stadium at Virginia. So initially, I didn't plan on having any specific topic for this video, but on my last couple shot put throws towards the very end of practice, I started to feel something in the ring that I've never felt before and have been looking for years. I want to break down what I was feeling and why I think it's going to help me throw far. So this past weekend, I got to talk to Ryan Krauser, and I asked him two questions that are most relevant to my technique and some things that I know I need to work on. The first question was about the back of the circle and if he's thinking about anything with his left foot to get that off the ground and then down to the toe board. Yeah, off your left. And then are you thinking about pulling that foot up, or is it just...
No, so when my left foot comes off, it's mostly happening natural. I don't really think of pulling it at all. Mostly if I load it well to here, the movement across the ring is what's lifting it up. So it's more of this is what my hips are doing, what my upper body's doing, and if it's timed up well, that's what's getting it off.
And my second question is what drills he likes to work on a nice long finish.
Stand throws, honestly. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people just don't do a lot of stand throws, and then, or if they do, it's like the classic, like right here, just short finish.
Yeah.
So I try to take my stand, pretty much almost make a glider finish, back over the feet, like shot outside here, working through. And so I try to make my stand throw, pull as long as possible, and then try and get as close to that in my full as I can.
And when Ryan said that he tries to recreate some glide feelings, I knew that he used to glide, so he's really feeling some things that I've never felt before. Because I used to glide when I first started throwing, but I never understood how to throw shot put. So with what I know now, I started breaking things down and trying to feel some glide positions. And I've been really liking where that's heading, but now I needed to find a way to go from the back to get to that glide position, and that's the feeling that I felt today that I really want to cover. So let's start by taking it back to what Ryan said.
So when my left foot comes off, it's mostly happening natural. I don't really think of pulling it at all. Yeah, so it's more of this is what my hips are doing, what my upper body's doing, and if it's timed up well, that's what's getting it off.
So with those two things being said, I knew that all of the positions that Ryan's hitting out of the back are intentional. So I was emailed some analytics from the Canadian throws coach, covering the World Championship finals and a bunch of stats on the throwers. But one thing that really fascinated me was how little time Ryan spent in the air from the time that his left foot came off the ground to the time that his right foot was on the ground. Another stat that was interesting was how long his right foot is in the air. And knowing that everything that he does is intentional, I started to think about why he does those things. I'm just gonna really try to work today, keeping everything nice and long, and just feeling myself get as close to that stand throw position as I can with the shot back and feel it loop around. So after a couple throws of experimenting with some feelings and trying to figure out why Ryan does what he does, I came up with this. Yeah, it was definitely not the timing. Thinking maybe if this is long and then it's the motion of the sweep leg coming down, that maybe if I think about wrapping into that, I can just hold that position until I'm down. I actually like that better, I think. Over the next few throws, the feeling that I got is pretty difficult to explain, but I'm going to try to do my best. So the most important thing that I felt was myself being so patient that my left hip came all the way around, and it felt like it was getting ahead of me before I got to the middle, and it was actually pulling me to the middle. And as I was going to the middle, it actually felt like I was trying to do this motion. And if you look, that motion is pretty much the same position that you're trying to get to ultimately in the end. So out of the back, if you sweep that leg really wide and try to feel this motion, then all I had to do was not mess it up as I go to the middle. And it's going to take thousands of throws to work on the exact timing and positions that I want. But this was the first day that I really felt my hip pull me into the middle. And this motion that I was feeling felt like it was getting me with my hips ahead nice. And then I could continue with them ahead through the whole throw. And this was just day one, so I can't wait to try to dial it in. So I've been watching back this throw of Ryan's, and it seems like the key to having almost no air time is the fact that he's so patient and lets that hip come around like I was feeling today. But his timing and balance on the rewrap to hit this super wrapped up position is incredible. And that's definitely the next feeling that I'm going to chase. But I think it was a really big breakthrough starting to feel that hip come through, because I've never felt myself be so patient that it actually pulls me like that. It was just a really new sensation.
But it's just slow. Then you turn to here, and then it's just a step into the middle, and that's where everything kind of starts accelerating. And then it's just a step into the middle.
So if you pay attention to how Ryan shows this step to the middle, you can see he starts with that sweep leg and mimics that sweep leg coming around and kind of pulling up as if he was doing a full throw. So even in his little walkthroughs like this, he's trying to recreate some of those sensations. So watching videos of people explain technique, you can kind of pick out some of those little things. Anyway, I think describing it as a step to the middle is a great way to put it. But the hard part is being balanced and patient enough that you let that hip and leg come all the way around so that it's actually just a nice little step to the middle. But I think that's going to be a good way for me to look at it in the future, just trying to find a good position so I can just step to the middle nice and easy. So this is the first throw that I actually felt myself get my hips through so I could feel that step to the middle. And as the remainder of my practice continued, I started to feel it better and better. And now I know that it's going to take thousands of throws to really time up and get it to where I want it to be. But I'm very pleased that now I've got a new purpose to think about with my sweep leg out of the back. Before, I was kind of blindly jumping to the middle, not really knowing what and where and why I was going to the middle. And today it really opened my eyes to give me a purpose of where and how I want to get down to the middle. So I'm super excited for that, and it definitely feels like it's going to be a big help to my shot put throws. And I'm even excited to test it out in discus and see if it can help me find a better, more balanced position on the finish with more consistent foot positions in that as well. But that's going to wrap it up for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and if you really enjoyed it, subscribe for more. I will see you in the next one.